Hi, today we're going to do the lightweight K cup. I'm going to use this Beat car, something I got from the the second-hand shop. It's not bad. I've stripped it out a little bit, added some performance enhancing mechanics, and I'm just going to add a bit of ballast here, because what I've added some racing components, and I just want to get it down to the right PP. So I'm just going to adjust this bit by bit, and you can see the setup there. It's pretty standard. It's just, I haven't changed much at all, nothing at all, just giving it more brake horsepower. So it's the lightweight K cup, and it's around this track, this American track. So there's other cars you could use if you're looking at maybe it's like a Copen, or well, anything that's sort of in the race already. You can probably bring it up to about 100 brake horsepower. I think this one's about 92 or 95 brake horsepower. It's sort of lightweight, and as soon as you've sort of done your upgrades, and as long as you know the track a little bit, you've got to know when to brake, when to turn in, and you have to learn the track a little bit. You cannot just drive around with a more powerful car and just expect to win. It's you still have to understand the track. And I'm not the best driver in the world, I don't admit to be, and sometimes if I hit someone, it's because they're in the way. I'm not trying to gain a huge advantage. I try and avoid them when I can. I try to avoid them, but if they're right in the way, I'm gonna go straight into them. There's nothing I can do about it, really. What am I supposed to do if they're right on the apex? And you can only do your best. So this car, anyway, with these set up, we should be all right. It's still not super easy. You put everything on the car, it's still not super easy. You still have to race. So what I would suggest is maybe trying the for each track, at the bottom of the screen, when you go on to the select a track, you can either do time trials, or you can do the track experience. And if you do the track experience, it's different parts of the track, and obviously it's timed, and you have to fit in with that. But that's the best way of learning the track, really. Or just driving around yourself on a time trial. But driving around on a time trial, you might not. You might make mistakes and think you're doing really well, where you might not be doing really well. You might not be doing the fastest way of doing things. But if you do the track experience, I think that's a fantastic way. Even if you don't get the trophies and stuff, you will learn the track itself. And it's broken up into different bits, so that's the way I do it. I just do the track experience. If there's a race at a certain track and I don't know the track, I mean, I've driven this track on GT 5 and GT6, but they were years ago for me, you know. And driving it now, I kind of like remember little nuances from years ago, but I can't remember the whole track, you know. I can't remember the whole bloody track. And then like I come into here, and then I kind of it brings back a memory. It's like, oh yeah, I remember you have to do this little thing. It's like a little trick for this corner, but I can't remember the whole track, you see. So I have to relearn these whole things. And you know, I got platinum trophy on GT6 and one trophy away from platinum on GT5 because I've only got a 6-axis controller. So I kind of, if I had a steering wheel, I would have nailed it with the with that trophy, you know. But this is a good lap. We're doing well. We're in purples. We're slipstreaming. And this is what I love about this game. I mean, you learn the track. You have to learn the track. And once you've learnt the track, then it's enjoyable. Because you can then start going inside out, outside in. You can then know where the limits are. So if you have to go around a car on the outside, you kind of know whether you're gonna get round, or you know you might slide out, so you're gonna have to slow down a bit. And that's racing, isn't it? It's racing. You sort of, everybody's within like a defined parameter of 2 lines on each side, and you've got some leeway each side, but go too far, you're out of bounds, and then you're nothing. And then you've got to do so much to get back on track. So I love this track. And I'd forgotten it at first when I started playing it. It was really daunting. I was like, I can't remember this track whatsoever. Did about 5-10 laps, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I remember this. And it wasn't just remembering the layout of the track, it was like remembering little nuances, and they're still there. It's amazing. Like where to, like, just, you can just do this bit or this bit, just tiny little things, and they still work. It's amazing how they've got the physics of the tracks the same. So here we are, getting up into second. Got one more place, and I think I'll just take it easy. And well, actually it's the last lap, isn't it? I've been rambling on, so let's get down to business. Didn't mean to hit him in the back there, really. I was just slowing down for the corner. You see, a lot of these AI cars, they do slow down too early. And what you're supposed to do, you know, you either fit into driving slower, like an AI car, where you don't slam into the back of them, or you're driving like an aggressive driver, wanting to win the race, and they're just in your way, and you're going to hit in the back of them. And so, sorry, it wasn't my fault. I'm just trying to win the race here. Obviously he wasn't, because he was slowing down far too much. So there we go. There's the race. Sorry for the rambling, but it's not a bad car. So check out the setup of the car, and you want to get the gearing to 150 mile an hour, because that's about the maximum these cars go on the straightest parts of the track, more or less. And there you go. Hope you can win this event. Good luck to you all, and I'll see you next time. More videos coming soon.